those of you who probably realize it, I'm not from here. From the last name, well, my original name is Joanna. I'm from Poland. My parents and my little brother and I immigrated here in the 80s. And I have two homes. And we follow the traditions of our Polish traditions, even though I've lived here since my early childhood. We speak Polish at home. We celebrate Christmas, Wigilia, Christmas Eve. We celebrate Polish traditions and American traditions, which is wonderful. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that I miss both when I'm with the other ones. And it has a lot to do with food mainly. So we eat weird stuff, we really do. If you're ever in Poland, we have fantastic food. We've got pierogi. The next person who says pierogies to me, or whatever you guys say here in the United States, is going to get slapped because I spent 10 minutes in a Walmart trying to find pierogies. I kept saying, I'm looking for the pierogi. And the lady's looking at me, and I'm like, pierogi. And she's just like, whatever. And she finally takes me, she goes, you mean pierogies? I'm like, what the hell is a pierogi? But so, yeah, I know you guys know what they are. Gołąbki, which are the stuffed cabbage, which some of you call haluskis. No, please don't do that to me. Just don't. But for me, homesick has to do with food. And so one of the things that I always remember is when we first moved here, my father would go to the Polish market on Fleet Street in Baltimore. And for Wigilia, Christmas Eve, it was non-meat. So you had mainly cabbage, you had fish, you had sauerkraut, all of that. And it was 11 courses. So you had to come up with 11 courses that did not have meat in them. So one of the things we would do is get a live carp. And that live carp would live in our bathroom, in the bathtub, for 2 days before Christmas Eve. If I forgot to tell my friends who are American when they come over, if there's something in my bathtub, it's okay. So I have a friend coming over. She goes to use the bathroom, comes screaming out because she can't see that the shower curtain is closed. And she's just like, there's something moving in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, how do I explain this to this poor girl? So, yeah, I had to go and show her. She's like, what, you're going to kill that? And I'm like, what do you think fish is? What do you? She's like, well, fish sticks. They just make them. And I'm like, no, it's okay. It's okay. You keep thinking the fish sticks are like that. We'll just keep it that way. And my other favorite American memory of food is the first time my mother tried to make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I got bullied a lot in school, mainly because of my accent, my deafness, and can't tell I wear a cochlear implant and I have a hearing aid. And I don't know what is happening in my ear there. But so I got bullied a lot. It was terrible. And so one day my mom decided to try to be more American and make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. To this day, I have no idea how she did this. I opened my lunch bag, and this is the 80s, and there is this glob of purple mush in a bag. And my mom says I came home, I dropped the glob on the table, and I said, don't ever make whatever that is. Apparently, my mom took the bread, then the peanut butter, no, the bread, then the jelly, and the peanut butter in the middle. I don't even know how she got the peanut butter to stay in the middle. So of course, this all like globed together, and there was this beautiful purple glob for me to eat for my lunch, which it took me, I kid you not, 40 years to eat a real peanut butter sandwich. And that is because when I got my implant, all of a sudden, I started loving peanut butter. Up until then, I could not even look at peanut butter. And now it's everything is peanut butter. And I'm like, peanut butter. And my husband is a little scared because he's like, what happened? There's this obsession of peanut butter we've never seen before. Even my best friend is like, yeah, your peanut butter obsession is a little rough right now. But fun fact for you guys, Nutella, we had it before you did for 20 plus years. I used to have to beg my mother to buy this little jar for like $9 in the 80s in the Polish store. And now suddenly everybody here is like, Nutella. And I'm like, you guys suck. Because when I was younger, I was deprived of my peanut butter, which is Nutella. So my story is a little bit more about, how it is for us with different foods and just the cultures and how different it is. And of course, everybody's food stories are tied to their culture. I hope that made you smile a little bit. The stories are gorgeous, but I needed to share my peanut butter disaster story and the live card, and you guys hijacked Nutella from me. So thank you so much.